Okay. Now, did that make the, No, the Striders haven't left. Or, no, they are leaving. Okay, whatever. I'm not entirely sure how much I care to hunt down a bunch of Striders. I just know I could bust through them for a bunch of blaze if I really wanted to do that. It's tempting. We could actually use the resources. Okay, let's keep grabbing the wild ember. And yeah, we got a whole host of these guys. Let's murder our way through them. Come on. Really? Okay, inventory, outfits. Here's my stealth outfit. They're all prepped and ready to stampede. I've never actually done this before, run into this specifically. But it's okay. I think it even...
Just push in and done.
I think it even bumped into one of the other Striders as it died. Shoot them. No! You shoot them, they run away. You stab them, they stay there forever. This is why I'm the wizard. Oh. Oh, we're maxed out on resources. We need to go sell some stuff. Well, that was a little bit of blaze, which is nice. Do we think this is good enough? I'm getting there. We've got another merchant, like, just up ahead on this road. So I think I'll go that way. We might as well pull in some of these guys just for a second. I'm kind of surprised that there aren't still cultists lurking in this zone. Anybody else in the general area? Nope, doesn't look like it. And we might as well lure them all in. So now that I'm thinking about it, I can probably do this. Silent sprint. Best thing ever. Okay, yeah, so the reason why I'm killing these guys is because we did run out of some of the basic resources and I figured I'd stock up. Unfortunately, they don't seem to have it, so I guess that was kind of a moot deal. Alright, whatever. I guess I'll stop by the merchant here. We'll just sell some resources. Because I don't think I can buy any healing plants from him. I wish I could. Yes, blood for the blood shrub.
Up.
Okay, and you're no one in particular. Okay, resources. So for starters, I guess the easiest thing for me to do, resources. I've got all of these bundles of sticks that we do not need. And have not needed for pretty much this entire playthrough. Hello, sir. Do you like wood? No? Well, have it anyway. I don't want it. Okay. So we got what? Sparkers? Yeah, I don't think I use these. I don't have any bows that get me electric arrows because the other stuff has been too expensive. Keep waiting for Wander to say Ooga Booga before killing someone. Ooh, I should do that. I haven't said Ooga Booga to anyone in a long time. Actually, I'm going to be playing Styx later. The new one. So there's probably going to be some Ooga Boogieing there. I can pretty much guarantee that. Okay, so Scrapper Hearts, Strider Hearts, Watcher Hearts. Let's see, Chill Water. Yeah, we really don't... I don't even know what I need the Chill Water for. Same thing with the fire stuff. We might as well sell pretty much everything. I wish it said, instead of crafting ammunition, it would say specifically what some of these are specifically used for. Not that it really matters. I can also go out and farm like pretty much anything along the way. I thought echo shells were going to be rare, but it turns out they're rare and useless to me. Desert glass. There's probably a use for it, but as far as I can tell, nope. I've also been like loading up on this stuff. My 5-year-old loves the Wander Ooga Boogas. Really? Did not know my audience ran that young. Okay, so we got Grazer lenses. Don't need those. Broadhead. Oh, wait, no. That's a bellowback lens. Don't want to get rid of that. Tiny meat. Boar skin, boar bone, crystal braiding. I got a lot of crystal braiding. I can get rid of that. Let's see. Charger lens. Oh, Sykes shine glass. Yeah, some of this stuff is probably traded for some kind of useful material, but heck if I know where it is. So, let's just not. Bunch of glint hawks, Deathbringer lenses, rat skins. Ah, machine cores. Yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of everything that's like a resource along the way here, because I don't really need a whole lot of them. Unfortunately, the rest of this I kind of don't want to part with. We need the blaze. I guess we don't need all this bony meat. So let's get rid of all that. Let's see. If Horizon Zero Dawn came to PC, would there be mods? Probably not as many as you'd think. Modding games is really hard. And so it's generally kind of rough for developers or, you know, modders to actually, you know, mod these games. I can see there maybe being a couple, but I can imagine for the most part, people would just pass it by just because they don't have the capacity for it. The main problem with modding is not every game has the architecture to be modded. Like XCOM, the modders had to go through a lot of extra hoops to properly mod the first one to make Long War. To the point where the developers actually commented that they, it worried them that they were able to do what they did with it. Because they shouldn't have been able to make the Long War mod. And if you don't know what the Long War is, it's probably the best mod in the world. Just in terms of, like, sheer technical, wonder that was required to make that thing. But, like, most mods are left for games that are actually, like, built for it. Okay. Let's see. It's a good place that we can come from. We don't, I guess that's just a trampler site. I guess we'll go over here. Let's see. What game is that mod for? Long Wars for XCOM. XCOM 1 and then 2. Trying to think of other, like, mods that are particularly great. I mean, there's some really amazing Bethesda mods out there. Frost and Dust are pretty cool. Actually, I'd say Dust was probably one of the more impressive ones as well, just due to the sheer amount of, like, effort. I don't know. Cool nonetheless. I need to get another ottoman. I've got one ottoman, but it's pointed away from my TV, and it's kind of uncomfortable. So I just have my feet up, but reality is, can't put my feet up without craning my neck, and that hurts. Yeah, I might actually end up picking up a PS4 Pro at some point. Just the sheer amount of PlayStation games coming out this year have been kind of annoying, because I'd like that extra power, mainly to reduce load times. Not a huge rush, obviously, but it would be nice to go faster, because now I've got a solid-state drive on my computer, and that makes worlds of difference. And so it's kind of, oh no, you're just a longhorn, or a lancehorn. Lancehorns. Oh, that's fine. Well, anyway.
Get this done.
Murder.
Quickly.
Not that we need to. Oh. Hi. Bye. Whoop. I'm just gonna not stand where I was. It's not that I'm afraid of Glinthawks, I just don't feel like fighting them right now. See you later. Aha! I love the stealth armor, I just wish it wasn't all fishnets and stuff like that. Okay. Sounds like they're still shooting back there. Well, that's not my problem. Okay. And we're pretty close. Let's see. Just looking for more healing herbs as we go by. Luckily, dungeons tend to have those, like, nice mushrooms for me. Let's see. Those more tramplers? Yeah, it's more tramplers. At some point I'll have to, like, sit down and fight one of everything. Actually, come to think of it, have I? I fought one of everything now, haven't I? At least as far as, like, the basic enemy types go. Because we fought a trampler now. We fought corrupted tramplers, which, I mean, close enough. We fought a thunder jaw, or whatever the name is. We fought the giant bird, which is a giant pain in the butt. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other bots that we haven't fought specifically. Oh, you know what? We haven't fought the big version of the Charger, whatever that thing's name is. I think that's it, actually. That's the only one I haven't fought. Yeah, Stormbird is a pain. I think the Stormbird is the hardest thing I fought so far. The Thunderjaw wasn't bad, because I could blow off a lot of parts. And just kind of destroy it. Okay. Oh, we have a side quest up ahead.
You'll do.
What? Okay. Let's kill this one. Oh, it's not dead. Okay, so these guys don't go down in a silent strike. They do have a lot of blaze, though. So where's this side quest? It's right there. I should almost buff this armor for yet more stealth. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know how helpful it would be. It'd be interesting, though, to just have, like, the indomitable... Oh. Hold on. What's this? There's a dead rabbit here. Well, that was weird. I don't remember killing that. Oh! Maybe I hit that rabbit just as I was striking the Charger. Did I fight the Big Digger? Yeah, as part of the quest where it first shows up. At least one of the first places you'd run into it. So I fought the Big Digger. The Digger actually isn't not nearly as bad as you think it would be. The bird was rough because it has a lot of ranged attacks that all the other ones don't have generally. Also, the bird just did not take damage. Okay.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Anyway, we're gonna be a little bit single-minded here just for a little while. I'd love to do side quests and side content and stuff like that, but I think it's time that we actually push forward on the plot. Phantom limbs. This is interesting. Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs. Another to be haunted by them. Moment my hand passes into empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater, and that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire. I start screaming like I was screaming there, in two places at once. Two halves, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. And through the wall of the infirmary, I can hear them cheering. Cheering the MRB for saving our asses, covering our evac back there. Crediting them with NYC still standing after a week. Do they even hear when I start screaming? Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow. Good as new. Both know he's lying. I'll never be good again. So that's an old log. I was like, at first, I was confused. It's like, is that a modern log? I should actually see what other, like, modern lore and, or not modern, but, like, open world lore we can find. For a second, I thought those were, like, weird tentacles coming off of stuff. And that worried me. So where are we going? Oh, we're climbing. Okay. So let's quick save, and let's go see what's up here. Yeah, I'm surprised. A lot of the plot missions actually do not involve a whole lot of fighting. Which surprises me a little bit. Because I was expecting all of the story missions to be fairly, combat related, but a lot of them seem to be just...
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Okay. It's interesting that there's all of these, climbing points here. in an area that does not tolerate people. See, do I go up further? Yeah. I was wondering why there was a climbing point to go down, but that's maybe if you missed it. If you missed it.
On the other side.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay. This is going to be an issue. Option A. Let's pull out the map. Option A, we bypass the whole area. Leaning for that is the best available option. Stalkers are not fun fighting. And I think I prefer. Can I hack the stalkers? Currently, no. I actually have been particularly bad about doing cauldrons just because they take time.
Save these for the trail.
So I can't hack them. They're also really hard to spot. So even if I could, there's a very high chance that I'm probably just going to screw it up. So what I'm going to do instead is actually use stealth. And just ignore it. I think this might actually be one of the first times I've ever willingly passed up on a fight. Which is really weird.
Can't have you giving away the hunt.
Because I always just immediately bum rush most challenges, either by Rudy Tooty Gun and Shooty or sneak murder. But in this case, let's just not deal with the stalkers. Yeah, there's one right there. And I want nothing to do with it. There's an easy way that you could, like, take them out, but they also happen to be one of the toughest enemies in the area. At least as far as I'm concerned. That was a weird sound effect. It sounded like something glitched out there for a second. I was like, well, what? Did I mess up? And the answer is no. Come on. Murder bush is just waiting for you to... Yeah, that's the stuff. Alright. So let's see. Is it just free access from here? Looks like it's just free access from here. Bunny. Dead bunny. Rich meat. I wish the crafting... Well, I don't know. I like the meat system here and the animal hunting and stuff. I just wish it was... Okay. Note to self. Don't try and just run that. That's how bad things happen. Okay, so do we go... We go down? Oh, jeez. Where do we go? Wants me to go up. Maybe we go up from here. Maybe I missed the, Yeah, it seems like you're supposed to go up, not down. Yep. No? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I've been playing too much Breath of the Wild, which just lets you go wherever you want, so it's kind of confusing when you can't. Oh, there we go. We're going up. Okay.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
Alright, so you got a Ravager. Anybody else around? If it's just Ravagers, I'm not too worried. We could probably fight everything.
The snow's got a bite out here.
It's not just Ravagers, though. It's a Glinthawk, too. Multiple Glinthawks. That could be a bit of a problem. We could just do, stealth stuff. We could snipe them from afar. Oh, right. Yeah, we're gonna burn through a lot of our resources real quick. It's a problem.
If I keep working on my spear and the cauldrons, maybe I could override that.
Well, we could just continue to just sneak like a chump wizard. The temptation is very, very there. Do we just do it? Okay. He spotted me. But that's not enough to make him come after me. What else do we have? Probably shouldn't build a whole lot of fire arrows at this point. Should see if harvest arrows are any good. I've never looked into them. Let's see.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Oh, well, alright. Shoot. I screwed this one up. Outfits! Time to be very worried about my survival chances right now. Ah, crap. No! This is a bad time to be everywhere that we are currently hiding and hanging out. Okay, I could not have screwed this up any further than I... Ow. Ow. Wow. And of course we got the wrong equipment on. Ow. Okay. I feel like a mulligan here is in order. We'll see. Okay. Okay, can I crit you? Might as well start taking out their numbers. Hi. Not hi. Death. And start taking out some of those birds. The Ravagers are dangerous. More dangerous, probably. Actually. Okay, let's throw some actual heavy armor on. Is this the stuff? This is the stuff, Hostess. Okay, you know what? Ow. Yeah. Looks like melee armor is probably the right idea. Okay, let's switch this. Oh, come on! I try and swap to this. And it goes poorly. Okay. Come on. Whoa. Hi. I thought I exploded you. Oh, already killed him. Okay. Next one. Did I get him? I think I hit him. There's definitely a grenade attached to his back. There it goes. Okay, this gets easier. Oh! I hit a bird too. Stop twitching on me. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Well, this worked out fine. Ow, we're not dead. Oh, we're not done yet. Let's see. What are you doing? Ow. Well, actually significantly less ow. Okay. Let's see if I can... Yep. Crit the bird. Alright, last one. Wait, you're new. Are you? No, you're just a regular glint hawk. What am I saying? Well, it makes my life easy. Okay, there we go. So this maybe should actually get me some blaze back, though I think I'm still low. Unfortunately, these guys are pretty much loaded with chill water, which sucks, because I don't do ice bombs. Oh, well, I guess I can't loot that guy. Let's see. I should probably look into boosting my spear at the cauldrons.
Can't be too prepared.
Should probably also make some potions. I've probably got the ability to make a bunch. Crafting, traps and potions. Potions, health potion. Yeah, rich meat and fatty meat. So I guess I shouldn't be too worried about using these. I've also got, like, full health potions, which are even easier to make, sort of. Maybe I shouldn't sell all that meat. Well, good to know. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of a fun fight. I don't get to just do, like, desperate survival that much anymore, and it's enjoyable. I gotta say, though, I do appreciate in this game, just how survivable fights are. Assuming you're keeping mobile and, like, not just sitting ducking it. Movement feels good. I just wish you could climb like in Zelda. I gotta remember not to compare and contrast too much, though. Whoop. Bonnie. You will be my meat. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of want to explore around for a bit, see if there's anything particularly useful. I'm looking for healing herbs. And unfortunately, I'm probably not finding many. It's interesting that this area is actually considered an open, still part of the open world. Because there's a vista up ahead. Not used to that. I do have to say, though, the climbing in this is more fun to watch than Zelda. That is kind of a benefit. And we didn't end up using nearly as much, healing herbs as I thought. We burnt through a lot of our potions, but that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we've probably got the Vista, like, directly above us, or in front of us-ish. Bring Wolflink into this, meat for days. Dude, that'd be awesome. Oh, I see, we're going this direction. Yeah, having something that automatically hunts for me would be great. Ah. Man.
I can still get the upper hand.
Really? One of these guys?
Almost there.
Correct.
Well, we probably want lightning resistance for this. Spark worker. Oh, that does not look... That is not pretty armor. Well, let's see what equipment I can throw on. Resist shock and resist ranged attacks. Sure. Why not? Okay. So for lucky, this giant bird shouldn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage to me. Anyway, yeah, this guy is... definitely the one I'm least interested in fighting, generally. So I'm gonna just keep blasting bits off. It's gotta have a lot of bits to blast. Unfortunately, it's stupid high. Okay, you heard a bit. I wonder if I can ground this guy permanently. What is he doing? I don't know. I don't like it. Or did I ground him? Is he down? He actually looks to be, like, permanently downed. At least for a smidge. Probably want to do... Don't know if I got him or not there. Ow. Wow, that hurt. Yeah. So we permanently downed him. Eat grenades. Damn it. Those grenades are expensive, you dumb creature. Okay, fine. Let's go with something a little bit more... Oh. Shoot. Well, that's not a helpful spot for him to be downed in. Come on. Ow. Wow. Why does that hurt? Okay, were you using proximity? Okay. Let's try the big boom. I'm just gonna shoot him with arrows. There we go. Yeah, if I can take out his lightning thing in the center of his chest, that'd be great. Okay. Not that it matters too much. You're stunned. Yep. He's supposed to be stunned. Oh, but we took his shock thing off. Well, I guess this bird's my something. I'd say bitch, but like, it's still dangerous. There's just not much left for it to do. You kind of take off all of its armor and it just sits there and dies for you. Well.
Alright, new.
It can't fly, it can't attack. Okay, it can do that. There we go. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, that's the second Stormbird I've ever fought, and I definitely would say Stormbirds are probably the hardest. Like, Thunderjaws are scary, but they're land-based. And kind of easy to go around. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because I already fought one of them. But I fought them with help. That would definitely offset it. I don't know. Hard to say. Well, let's keep going. Let's see. Might as well make a couple more bombs. Blast wires. You know, I bought all that blaze. And we might have to do it again. These Terrorblast arrows use a completely different, ammo type. That helps.
Keep that for later.
Let's grab whatever medicinal plants we can along the way here. Kinda wish I could almost have like a farm or something. Last boss should be a dragon. I think the last boss is gonna be like Sovereign or something. Ooh. Ooh. Okay then.
Guy's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Okay, so for starters, we want to get a skill. Knockdown. I don't really care too much about fighting back, but this way I can knock down some of the bigger critters rather easily. Okay, inventory outfits. What do we want to be? Ice looks kind of good. Fire always looks kind of fun. Shadow Stalwart. Interesting. This Kestrel armor makes for a good disguise and steals its wear against blinding effects. Highly customizable. Not really, but it looks cool. I looked like a Masked Avenger type character. Neat. Well, I guess I'll wear this for the time being.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Okay. I feel like we've got to be very close to the end here.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
I almost fell to my death. Or she did. It's a bit of both, really. So, he was the one putting these things in here for her. Hey, go Silence. I was wondering why there are all these climbing points, but if he's taking credit for it, then I'll give it to him. Alright, do we have anything around here? Interestingly enough, there's wooden stuff. Is there somebody was here beyond... Well, I guess this might have been Silence's base camp of a sort.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Yeah, so
There'll
he's
be
been
enough
here.
time later for you to ransack this place.
Hope they explain why Silence's face is all glowy and stuff. Oh, I guess we have to talk to him.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
When did you come here? Oh, wait, yeah.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but... after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Alright, so for people watching this stream as I play through it, please tell me when I get close to the power cell. I'd hate to miss it. That would suck. One blaze. Ugh.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
I hope we do actually, like, get a log or two from these characters. Be interesting to see what their life in Elysium was like. I think it was Elysium. I think that's what they called it anyway. Hello. Love the lighting right now. I normally hate games that are realistic, or at least I'm not a big fan of their art style, but this game did such a good job of making realistic environments and characters. The lip sync is really the only problem with it. And I think they're going to learn their lesson from that one. I don't think I'm supposed to go up here. Huh. Weird. Because, yeah, there's a climbing point right there. Alright. Odd. Oh, nope. Maybe I can climb this. Okay. Not that I have any idea what's on this side. More mushrooms. We're going to need those. Okay, so across from here on a lower ledge is a final power cell. Good. Oh, is this the way I'm supposed to be going? I have no idea. Okay. Well, I'll check this area out very momentarily, see if there's anything interesting back here. Well, there is the power cell.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Well, hey! That actually worked out a fair bit better than I thought. I was like, oh, let's check this spot first, and there it is. Alright, well, I guess we can just freely get out of here then. Whoops. Falling damage. Kind of forgot that was the thing for a moment.
Guess that's my way across.
Zelda's been spoiling me because I have a float jump. And it's hard to mentally get past that.